as well as domestic low and restored through effective recovery interventions. Paragraph 32, to enhance cross-community cooperation and regional solidarity through participatory platforms connecting scientists, traditional custodians, the youth, policymakers, ensuring that Africa's biodiversity knowledge is shared, protected, and applied for collective prosperity. Paragraph 33, to strengthen and expand transboundary conservation areas and protected areas, thereby contributing to the implementation of the global commitment to protect 30% of the planet by 2030, as enshrined in the Target 3 of the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, as flagship initiatives for safeguarding Africa's shared ecosystems and species. Paragraph 34, to invest in harnessing the full potential of biodiversity and traditional knowledge to drive sustainable economic growth, diversification, and resilience in Africa, including nature-based economic opportunities, sustainable biotrade and bioindustries, fairly shared with resource custodians to unlock regional and international markets for biodiversity-based products to enhance Africa's competitiveness in the global bioeconomy. While paragraph 35 will commit to call upon member states to develop bioeconomy strategies and action plans in order to sustainably harness the full economic potential of Africa's natural capital, and request the AUC and its partners to mobilize financial resources for this initiative. Paragraph 36, to integrate the value of biodiversity into national accounting and planning processes so as to make nature's contribution visible in our economic decisions and attract investments and development finance into biodiversity conservation. Paragraph 37, to enhance data and information capabilities in order to guide the management and financing mechanisms on Africa's biodiversity. Paragraph 38, to strengthen and empower a network of technical regional centers, TRCs, as the backbone of Africa's biodiversity knowledge infrastructure, and integrate the TRCs into continental governance to promote science policy interface. Paragraph 39, to scale up ecosystem-based approaches and ecosystems restoration to contribute to climate mitigation while safeguarding biodiversity. While paragraph 40, to foster greater synergy in implementing the Convention on Biological Diversity, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, the United Nations National Convention on Combating Desertification, commonly known as the Rio Convention, and other relevant environment-related conventions at national level, ensuring that climate finance and adaptation plans incorporate biodiversity goals as a cost-effective means to achieve both diversity and climate objectives. Paragraph 41, to improve and enhance wetlands management as a tool to broader biodiversity conservation. Paragraph 42, to significantly increase domestic finance and mobilize international financing for biodiversity and aspire to allocate at least 1% of our GDP progressively towards biodiversity as an investment in our economies and well-being. Paragraph 43, to reaffirm Africa's leadership in shaping the global biodiversity agenda and to demand fair representation in international decision-making bodies related to the environment and natural resources. Africa must no longer be the object, but the subject of biodiversity governance. Paragraph, to support Africa and develop and implement national biodiversity finance plans to close the funding gap. 46, paragraph 46, we commit to promote biodiversity opportunity, technical and scientific cooperation, and technological transfer, including the removal of barriers to access appropriate technologies for biodiversity monitoring, sustainable management and use, as well as nature-based economic development. Paragraph 58, we commit to increase investment to bridge science, technology, and innovation gaps so that African institutions and enterprises are equipped to implement advanced biodiversity tools, including digital technologies for research and development. Paragraph 59, to entrust the African Union Commission in collaboration with member states, regional economic communities, united agencies, and relevant partners with the task of tracking and facilitating the implementation of the commitments made in this declaration. Paragraph 6, we commit and the United Nations Environmental Programme, UNEP, to prepare a quadrennial report on the progress achieved in the implementation of this declaration for presentation